Hello everyone, welcome to this video where we are looking into algebraic formula. And before we delve straight into it, right, we do need to know what's the meaning of a subject and what is a formula. Okay, a formula is an equation that has two or more variables. Okay, and the subject of a formula is the variable that appears only on the left-hand side of the formula. For example, P equals to bracket Q plus 1 times H. Which one do you think is the subject? Yep, you are right. P is the subject of this formula. P is the subject. Okay? Because it is at the left hand side of this formula, which is also an equation. Okay? So let's move on to have some examples where we will need to so-called change the subject of a formula. Alright, hello everyone, welcome to this example where we are required to make B the subject. So in this case, we would then have the following. The very first step for me to do would be to divide by H on both sides, okay? Because that would then have the following effect. T over H is equals to A plus B. And after which, I'm going to minus A on both sides so that you will see that I no longer have the A down there. I will have T over H. I'm going to minus the A so that I'm only left with B. And finally, now that we have B equals to something, take note, because this is a changing of subject question, the final answer, we must write B at the left hand side, and we have the T over H, the whole thing minus my A. Okay, and we have successfully made B the subject of the formula. Alright, let's move on to the next example. Hello everyone, welcome to this example where we are required to make R the subject of the formula. So in this case here, you will then see me rewriting A. I saw that the R is here. So what do I do next? I'm going to divide by 4 pi on both sides so that you will see A divided by 4 pi equals to my R square. And do take note, if we do not want to see the square, what do we do next? Because I see a square here. Yep, I am going to square root my A over 4 pi totally, and because we do not know what R represents, therefore every time you square root a value, there could be both a positive or negative answer. Okay, and of course, since we are doing a changing of subject question, the subject R must be written at the left hand side. And this will be the final answer for this question. Okay? So let's move on to the next example. Hello everyone, welcome to this example where we are required to make U the subject of the formula. And so, I saw my U already. My U is here. Oops. And so, I saw that this whole term do not have a U. So I'm going to minus away this half AT square on both sides so that you will see this. And this one will be equal to my U T. Okay? And after which, at this point, I do want to rewrite my half AT square. Okay? How do I rewrite it? This is something for you all to take note. My half AT square is actually equals to half times AT square. And AT square can be over 1, right? So actually, I can rewrite it as 1 times AT square over 2 times 1, 2. So I can rewrite it as this. And therefore, this will help me later on. I will rewrite this as AT square over 2. And next, because my subject is here, but I do need to make sure only have the U, right? So my T, I'm going to divide on both sides and make sure that every term must divide. Therefore, you will see as divide by T. You will also see my AT square over 2. I'm also going to divide by T. So I only left with U. Finishing. Because I saw that T square and T, I could actually divide off the extra T. So final answer, do take note, the subject must be written at the left hand side. And I'm left with S over T minus my AT over 2. And that's the end of the video for this part, because we have successfully made U the subject. Let's continue for the next example. Hello everyone, welcome to this video where we are required to make the subject. Okay, so in this case here, you see pi times r times square root of h. I am going to do something here. I'm going to divide by pi over r on both sides so that I'm only left with my square root h here. And to make sure that I only have h, okay, I will have to square both sides so that I'm only left with h here. And on the other side, we could then expand this out so that it will be t square over pi square r square. And final answer, because this is the subject, do make sure that it is at the left hand side. T square over pi square r square. And we have come to the end of this part of the video. Let's continue for the next example. Hello everyone, welcome to this video where we are required to make V the subject, which is here. So, the very first thing we are going to do is, I'm going to make sure my 1 over this side here only have my V. I'm going to minus 1 over U on both sides, such that it becomes this. Minus 1 over U. And to further simplify it, I'm going to combine this into a single fraction so that I can simplify it further. Meaning, I'm going to times F times U, so that the common denominator is UF, and I would have U minus F. I still have my 1 over V here. Okay. Then what's next? Because they want V, they do not want 1 over V. Okay. So the next thing to consider would then be to make sure that I don't have denominator. So I would times V on both sides. I also times UF on both sides, so that you will see that my V will be here. I still have my U minus F multiplied by V. I will have my 1 multiplied by UF, so it will become UF after I multiply UF on both sides. And then I am going to divide by U minus F on both sides, so that one side of it will be eventually only have V, the subject. And do take note, this is not the final answer, because in order for it to be considered a subject, remember this is a subject, we must make sure that it is written in the left hand side. Good job. And therefore V will be equals to UF over U minus F. And that will be the final answer for this problem. Let's move on to the next example. Hello everyone, welcome to this video where we are required to make X the subject. So in this case here, right, I see a fraction. I try not to have a fraction. So you will see Mr. Tan multiply 1 plus 2x on both sides. So it will look like this. Okay. Then we continue to simplify. And the next thing to do next would then be to make sure all the terms with the subject to one side, terms without the subject to the other side. So you will then see I have this positive, so it will still be here, 2yx. You will then see this negative x. I'm going to add an x on both sides, so that you will see this negative x as plus x. I still see this 3 here, so this 3 will still be here. And I see this positive y here. I'm going to minus y on both sides. So this will be the next line that you see. And finally, at this stage, do factorize out the common factor x. And I'm left with 2y plus what number? Yes, 1x, right? 2y plus 1. Okay? This is still equals to 3 minus y. And finally, my x will be equal to, I'm going to divide by 2y plus 1 on both sides, so that this 2y plus 1 will not be on the left hand side anymore. 3 over y, 3 minus y, divide by 2y plus 1. And since x is already on the left hand side, this will then be the final answer to this problem. Okay, we have come to the end of this part of the video. So if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day as we move on to the rest of the examples. Hello everyone, welcome to this video where we are required to make R the subject in terms of S and K. This means that final answer will be R equals to something. Okay? So we are given this formula. The very first thing will be for me to make sure that there is no more denominator. I am going to multiply by 1 minus R on both sides, so that this will be the next line that you see. And I am going to expand and simplify. Okay? So that's what we have learned previously. And then we are then going to make sure that all the terms with the subject R on one side. Okay? So I saw this and I saw that this is a plus, this is a minus. So you will then see Mr. Tan. Mr. Tan generally don't like negative. So I am going to plus SR on both sides, so that you will see this. Okay? You will see that I will have my KR plus SR. For the other side, I still have my S. This one no R. I also have my K here, so I'm going to minus K on both sides. So this is what you will see. Okay, so this step basically we are trying to shift, make sure only one side have the terms with the subject. Okay, that's what we are trying to do. Then after which, I saw that my R is here. It is a common factor. So this one I continue to write as it is. I am going to factorize. Okay, so you will see my R being factorized out. I'm left with K plus S. So my R is here. And finally, just continue. We divide by K plus S on both sides. So that this part here, once I divide by K plus S on both sides, This is what you will see. And this one will be equals to my R. But do take note because R is the subject. Can it be written on the right hand side? Nope. Yep. And therefore the final answer, my R will be equals to S minus K over K plus S. With that, we have come to the end of this example. So if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Hello everyone, welcome to this video where we will need to evaluate an unknown given all the other values. So let's move on. For part A, we need to find the value of S given this formula. Formula is all the way here. So the very first step, right, is to substitute all the values that you see that is given. So my S would then be equals to my U is 20, my T is 3. So 20 times 3 plus my A. My A is 10. So it will be plus half times my 10. T is 3 square. And this will give me a value of 105. Done. Part B. Find the value of U. Now they give me the value of S. Okay, S is 203. Is equal to my U. I don't know what is my U now. But my A is 6. And my T is 7. So it will be times 7. U times 7. Plus my half A and T square. So let's move on to find my U. So this will be 203 minus equals to 7U plus 149. So I'm going to minus 149 from both sides so that you can see this step. Okay, and therefore my part B, 203 minus 149 will be 54 is equals to 7U. So I'm going to divide by 7 on both sides so that you can see this as the working. Therefore, my U will be equals to 7, 5 over 7. And we have come to the end of this example. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Hello everyone, welcome to this video where we are required to find the S given this formula, okay? So of course step 1, right, is to substitute. So I already got my S. It is going to be equals to my N is 40 divide by 2, and this one will times my A. A will be 1 plus L. So my L is 15. And this will give me a value of 320. Done. Part B. Now we are required to find L given the following by S. My S is 112, so I'm going to write 112 equal to my n is also given 8. So it will be 8 over, still got the 2. My a is also given. So it's 11 plus finally my L. Okay. So let's start. So I will have 112. 8 divided by 2 is equals to 4 plus 11 plus my L. Okay. So I'm going to divide by 4 on both sides. So that I only have 11 plus L. So 112 divided by 4, that will give me a value of... Okay, let me create some space. So 112 divided by 4 will give me 28 equals to 11 plus L. So I will be able to get my L easily, isn't it? So I'm going to minus by 11 on both sides, so that finally I will only get my L. So 28 minus 11, 17. And I've successfully found the value of L. Thank you for watching this video, and if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Everyone, welcome to this video where we are given this formula, and then we are required for part A to make P the subject. Okay. So you will see that for Mr. Tan, you will see that I am going to multiply MP minus 1 on both sides. So that for part A, I will have T times MP minus 1 equals to M. No denominator, because I would then be able to expand and simplify. This will be T equals to M. And then, because I only need the terms with the subject P on one side, so I will still keep my TMP here. My TMP will still be here. This is the term that have my P down there. My next step, you will see me plus T on both sides, such that you will see this. Okay? Then finally, because I only need my P, I am going to divide by Tm on both sides. And with that, I have successfully made P the subject, because P is at the left hand side. Part B, find the value of P when my T is 24, M is negative 6. So all you have to do is actually just to substitute 24 and negative 6 into the formula. And you should get the following answer. This will be equals to negative 1 over 8. Right, let's move on to the next part of the question, where we are then to check how will P change when the values of both T and M are 3 times their original value. Okay? So now we are going to let the original value of T and M be T0 and M0. Okay, then 3 T0 and 3 M0 will be 3 times more. Okay, so let's see what happens. So my P, what will happen to my new P? My new P will be equals to 3M0 plus 3T0 over 3T0 times 3M0. Let's continue to simplify. Okay, I saw that there's a common factor 3. I'm going to take out as a common factor, and I'm left with M0 plus T0. And I also saw 3 times 3, another color lah, 3 times 3. 3 times 3 equals to 9. I still have my T0. 9 T0 M0. And lastly, once I factorize, right, then I can then divide by 3 left 1, divide by 3 left 3, so that I have my 1 over 3. I still have my M0, T0, T0, M0. I purposefully write in this way because when I compare with the original, and this seems to be the original, right? M plus T over Tm. What happens to the value? Yes, it will be 1/3 of the original value. So the new P will be 1/3 of the original value. Alright? And that will be the final answer. We have successfully shown that the new P will be 1/3 of the original value. Okay? If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.